Oh, it is purple. It's really weird. When you said it was purple, I was like, yeah, sort of. But it's not until I see it through here that it really looks purple. It's cool.
It sort of looks like a spotlight that keeps moving.
Yeah. I think like it's funny, like I guess there's different positions you can take on, like, to me, like, film is like the most evil thing ever you can possibly do.
Yeah.
And like the thing I like about the light is like it's this, like, I mean, I think like the paparazzi man is like a ground zero of like just like, I'm trying to make a buck off a picture of you, like, smile, hey, like, look at me, smile, say something. Like, I just love. I don't think I separate myself enough from, like, or I don't know. I just feel like profiteering off of somebody's, like, picture is like a new form of something or something. And like, that's why I like the voyeuristic, creepy, and self-admittedly creepy. It's funny. Like, I don't know, like, I think there's almost like there's almost like the that's what's funny about things like Pee-wee or like Powerpuff Girls is like, I don't know, there's something just, if you're in media, you're just a creep, you know? You have to be a creep to like be like fucking doing what we're doing. You can't not be, like, it's
if I were to see someone doing this, I'd be freaked out.
Right. There's no ethical way to.
Every single person's either writing a script or discussing the product.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's just.
Oh yeah, God. Wait,
It's
what
like
cafe
I love
is?
to hate it, like every.
Yeah, sure.
It's all over. Like the other day, I was in Hollywood, like around near Amoeba. There's a cafe there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's like right after Black Panther came out, there was just all these guys that look just like J.J. Abrams. Being like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it wasn't that. It was missing a little bit of the old.
The old white ingredient of the JJ's.
Yes, that old JJ touch.
Oh,
God.
This is nice. Worked out well that my camera broke. No, I know.
But I've felt it more and more over the last years how much film as a medium, just all the people that are involved are pretty slimy characters that do a great
Oh yeah. Yeah, no.
I mean, that's.
I think the risk is like bad intentions and evil, and I hope someday to like prove myself wrong. Maybe like I'm never gonna like do that by I'm never gonna do that by force and be like, you know, man, like I really do want to change the world. Like that's what I'm like. That's why we're just like teenagers. Like idea of a documentary is like, I want to go like film a homeless person to see what it's like, and it's like. I don't know, like my sister's like a really good editor and a really well-intentioned filmmaker and like a really nice person, but so many of her films have this weird positivity to them that are it's so creepy. And it's so like it's so
positive
unthinking.
Filmmaking is the most. There's something really scary about it. It's scary.
Yeah,
So.
a room full of people, a room full of like.
And everyone's crying and smiling. It's so
Crying, it's the money. It's like some people are gonna cry, some people are gonna smile. Combine the two into a new emotion. Twice the.
ultra, like they make in the movie, they make a new kind of dinosaur that's better than the old dinosaurs.
Nice.
Yeah,
Do you feel like did you see Nightcrawler?
yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah,
That really got to something, it seemed like, but
I think about that movie a lot and I bring it up very often.
yeah. Wait, so you're in a Hollywood cafe with like a bunch of aspiring filmmakers, and like.
Whoa, wait, what's this? everything I'm filming is underwater.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
I hate all the moves of people walking across that bridge here on campus. It's just so weird.
near CalArts.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Just people walking on the bridge.
What bridge?
It's the lowest form of, it's just, on the way to other parts.
Is this a real bridge or is this a metaphorical bridge?
It's a road, but it goes over a highway.
Oh, I don't know that one. Oh wait, maybe I do. Yeah.
Probably don't even think about it.
Such a good bridge, you forget there's anything under it.
Looks like the moon is tied to something. Like there's something connected to it.
Something sucking from the moon.
Yeah.
It's like a little
Hot air. Rope attached.
moon rope. Let's play. Oh wow. It's a nice scene. I know. It's so friendly looking though.
There you go. It looks like a time-lapse video.
Because the shadow is moving. Through the sun. Yeah.
Time moves on and the plant stays close.
It's very poetic. Really trying to suck this plant for all it's worth. Come on, baby. Make me a couple bucks over here.
Smile. It looks pretty funny when there's just like a light right next to it. It makes it look like a little miniature football field or something.
Yeah. I tend to speed the footage up a lot, so it looks really creepy once you actually speed it up and it's spinning around.
No Jesse Smith? Did you ever meet him?
It seemed like it's creepy.
It's just a film that Jesse made. It's,
Oh, Johnny's a movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a YouTube video. I don't even know if you call it a movie.
What is it?
It's another hard to explain thing, but it's based on this weird dark part of YouTube where these videos made for little kids,
Oh yeah.
probably by robots.
My only problem for myself is like, I'm really trying to make a little bit of money off of this rock. I want to make some cash. I need some money. This thing. Like a rock paparazzi, just like, nobody's seen this thing before. Man, this is great.
Hey, this way.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, yeah, come on over here. It's a movie shoot. Hey, yeah, can you hold it for a few minutes? Yeah, we're shooting something. Sorry. You and your family can wait. Okay, we know. You're hungry. All right.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, can you just hold it there, please? Thank you. Nice. Beautiful. Wow. This is just like, but like the carrot, like there's like this, he shot this movie, which is basically like, it's like they feel a lot like boss battles and like
Yeah.
action games,
Uh-huh.
but like motifs from different worlds. Like there's one world that's like silly string themed, and like the characters are just like, and they just like embody like silly string. This movie that's like, it's centered around the silly string character's perspective, like in a high voice, like, yeah, great, good boy, woo, we did it, wow, we're doing great. It's just, I don't know. There's something about like,
You're hearing that coming out of this.
yeah. I think there's something about like it's, I think like one of my favorite things is like realizing somebody else is doing in a movie that's like that I did the same thing, but not because I saw their movie, just because there's some weird ambient thing in the air that's making us both like our water's like poisoned by the same evil demon.
Yeah, definitely. I relate to a lot of like, the extras in like old movies.
Yeah.
Sort of do whatever they want. And it's like the way they react to things. That's exactly the way I react.
Like which movies?
I don't know. Like I just saw Citizen Kane.
Oh really?
It's like
That's cool.
crazy people in the background.
Yeah. So they're not like they're not like a modern, like how are they different than like a modern extra?
I'm not sure. There's something like almost like less real. Like extras now are more theatrical. Like the people in the backgrounds of old movies are the only ones that act the way people actually used to act back then.
That's interesting.
Like the main characters are all like, they're all like being like Shakespearean,
Yeah.
and the people in the background are like me.
They're just normal people.
Yeah.
Is it like, does it distract you from the movie?
No, it actually sort of makes you feel like it helps you watch the movie because it's like it's just like it's not like the world was that different back then. People just made different kinds of movies.
Yeah. That's interesting. I feel like I've seen Citizen Kane, but I've never like paid that close attention, I guess.
Yeah, I saw it so many times.
Yeah.
So good, so funny.
It's cool. Extras are interesting.
I kind of want to reenact some like extras performances from like old films.
Like a Citizen Kane extra part 2.
Yeah, like make a
Citizen Kane extra. I think that would work. Like extra. It's like a newspaper movie.
extra. Yeah, even those little like extra kids in the backgrounds.
Oh yeah. Like newsboy hats and shit. Oh yeah.
Like, did you know about the lady in the dunes?
No, I've heard that name though before.
It might be a spooky thing to talk about. Just a woman that was found, like a dead woman that was found
Yeah.
in like a woodsy sort of place in a dune. And like no one knows who she was, but there are a lot of artists' depictions of what she looked like before she was found there as like a corpse. And there are a lot of people that claim she's an extra in Jaws.
Really?
Yeah. Would you like see that one woman there in the background? That's definitely the woman in the dunes.
Wait, this isn't the Black Dahlia woman, is it?
No, but it's the second scariest thing I think after that. Or it's like the most interesting.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me.
That's cool. It's like
It's why
it's a
people
weird it's like you're doing sleuth work through movies.
it's like claws.
I don't know if I get any kind of weird effect. I just want to get a sequence where I'm like going in between this thing. What drew you to extras? What drew you to like extras in movies? Like, how did you first notice like, oh shit, this extra's acting weird, or like acting in a way that isn't part of the Shakespearean?
I guess I'm just wondering like what, I don't know, I'm just trying to take apart all the elements of something like Citizen Kane, seeing like what they're actually doing,
Yeah.
like what's actually going on.
Yeah.
And then just by the nature of what I was doing, I ended up looking at the faces of people in the backgrounds. And I don't know, it feels a lot more modern than the rest of the movie.
The extras feel like they're like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Or like, you know, The Shining?
Yeah.
That movie's mostly just like 3 people, right?
Yeah.
Then there's that one part, like this one in the gold room, it's called, where it's like just like a big lavish party.
Right.
There's like 100 people there.
Okay.
I don't know, I just like looking at these performances.
It's like they're like somehow like prophetic or something. Like they're the future, and The Shining is like the present, and they're
Just the fact that they're not, like, you know, even though like someone like Kubrick was so exact about everything, he probably didn't know every single one of those actors.
yeah.
So that's like the least perfect thing about it. It's just like all these people that were in that movie.
So it's like the
doing
extras
whatever.
are like some weird virus in like an airtight system or something.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's funny. They managed to somehow pull one over on Stanley Kubrick, the ultimate domineer.
Then you can tell that's not really, like, that's not what he preferred, because then, like, by the last movie he made, he started adding, like, CGI people into his movies.
Really, what was his movie? What was
Like,
it?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, really?
Like, there's parts where he needed to hide, like, there's, like, naked people at an orgy.
Yeah.
So he needed to hide those people. So he created fake people to hide those naked actors.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like. That's sort of evil. Sort of evil to like. I guess the extra is like the normal everyday person in the scenario, maybe. Just trying to get rid of the everyday folks. Wow. Who's the actor who plays the old guy who's sort of the mastermind in Eyes Wide Shut?
Or
Who,
like the Jewish.
Yeah.
He
He was a great. Yeah. Really good character.
Yeah, there's like that part with the pool table.
Yeah. I don't remember any specifics of that movie. I just remember like this conversation with Tom Cruise and that guy. It was just like earth shattering. Just like, listen, buddy. I forget even what happened. It was just like, how could you like reveal the Illuminati and then like continue surprising like or something? I don't know. It's cool. I'm like an intern at this it's like management agency, like a talent agency, and like it's just so funny the way that like I don't know, I feel like they are the aspiring lizard people, you know. They're just like talking about like
Yeah, I worked at an agency for a while, and it's like the weirdest, just the talk, the way people talk,
yeah.
the terminology. Well,
Like referring to like actors. And what kind of agency do you work at?
it's like a media. It was like a video game media company.
Oh, that's
Sorry to
cool.
Explain. It's like
That's cool.
clients like HP or like some those like video game sports leagues.
Yeah. You're getting texts.
What?
You're getting some texts.
Sure.
Wow, this is a beautiful thing. Clearly there's something covering the lens, but it like somehow adds.
Add something to
Yeah, it's
like
weird.
that lens isn't even made for that camera.
Okay. So you must be like okay with a really specific type of effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Really pretty. This is insane. I hope that the footage actually looks like this.
Hope the what?
I hope the footage actually looks like what I'm seeing in the camera, because it looks.
Thing where I film the actual screen of the camera because it looks better than anything outside of the. Like I sort of get a bootleg copy of.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
if you can,
Yeah.
because they can make it look top quality.
How much like this do you think it's gonna look like?
How close to what you're filming?
Yeah.
I mean, it can look pretty close. But only if you get it exported as a HDB, like high definition, which you need a special device for that, which I don't own. School does.
Wow, look at this. Like,
Yeah,
it just looks like an evil city. Like, just like you're like at the edge of like a insane hellscape, which is, I guess, not far from the
Yeah.
period.
Trey
It's really hard, but it also like
does like
oh,
this
wow,
weird.
Yeah. There's some crazy things. This camera's really crazy.
I don't know. I think
It's
it is
like-
the lens. I don't even have a lens cap.
He used a film camera that he didn't know how to use out of focus just because, like, I don't know, people are bored of like HD and 4K. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, people want to see something look weird, you know?
And this camera, like, it has this one thing that cameras these days don't have, which
Yeah.
it's like a small sensor,
Yeah.
smaller than a phone, and that makes it so the footage is flat. And it usually like
I don't even know what that means. Like,
it means
no
like
knowledge.
nothing's out of focus,
oh wow.
even though
okay.
now everything's out.
everything's out of focus or nothing. There's no depth of field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it looks more like an old movie. You know.
It reminds me, just like when I see this, I'm thinking of like a feral man in the woods, like trying to make sense of like some weird thing in the distance. Like, he's like, when I was living in Santa Clarita this summer, sometimes I just like walk around and imagine like, just like look at like liquor stores at night and just think of like a guy coming out of the woods and being like, look at that light, and he'd just like knock on the door of the liquor store until it broke, and just like, so easy in the desert, just like imagine feral people just being like, I want that. Like, just like, taking things.
Oh man, I have a story I'll tell you. Is there like a...
Oh, did it
Not
actually?
I might have done it myself.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
Really trying to suck this plan for all it's worth. Come on, baby. Make me a couple bucks over here. Smile.
It looks pretty funny when there's just like a light like right next to it. It makes it look like a little miniature football field or something.
Yeah. I tend to like speed footage up a lot, so it like looks really creepy once you actually like speed it up and it's like spinning around.
No Jesse Smith? Did you ever meet?
I've never, yeah. I mean, I've definitely had like crazy things have happened, but like I've never tried to recount an event to a bunch of friends, and they were like,
They just don't. Yeah, it's really.
But I
freaky.
can totally imagine that.
I mean, it happened so early on in school year. Like a million things happened around that time, but that stuck with me. So
Like dramatic events,
yeah.
breakages of the CalArts.
There's another time. Yeah, like there was a goose. You know
Yeah.
about the CalArts goose?
No.
There's like a goose that always like hung out around like near the Tatum area, and it would like freak out the dogs anytime a dog passed by and would try to eat
Dude,
it.
there's not even any dogs anymore.
Really?
Oh, I guess there are some dogs. Yeah.
Used to be like at least 2 dogs in every class. Oh, back in my day, there was a monkey for every. But there was like a goose, and everyone hated it because it hated everyone back. And then one day it disappeared. There were even memes. That was like an early meme.
CalArts meme.
Yeah, like a goose. And then disappeared. One day it was really, really foggy.
Yeah.
And I'd spent the whole night editing. We were all editing. And so it's like 4 in the morning. We go out with some buddies and we go around the outskirts. It's like all foggy. And then I see like this broken, abandoned dollhouse. And then next to it, I see the head of the goose.
Dead goose.
Just the head though.
Wow.
And it's really weird. Because a goose has like a long neck. You don't
Right.
usually think of it without the head.
Yeah.
It was so scary.
Somebody just killed the goose. A dog lover.
Definitely.
Gotta be careful.
What should I answer now?
Oh wow, the blue is really nice.
Blue?
Yeah, there's like a blue glare. Like
Oh.
you were talking about the lens
Yeah.
flare. It's really doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost like it's weird just to be able to see. It's almost like the camera's in this really small room, and like it's like a little glass room.
Uh-huh.
You can see everything outside of it, but
It has a really good zoom too. Like,
yeah.
you don't need that thing where people always have like 5 lenses at hand.
Oh yeah.
It's the only lens you need.
Yeah, this is real. Like this really does feel like it's coming from like the perspective of somebody who's never seen this shit before, has no idea how to even focus their eyes or comprehend the chaos around it. But I really like the light on like the
Whoa,
grass. And,
that is so crazy.
yeah.
Very blurred.
I think that they're like one thing about Israel is like there's a lot of like I would say in America like people who have children really young are oftentimes like not educated, and there's something about like the experience of like, yes, this is my wife, we're married, we're 24 and we're like pursuing a degree in like neuroscience. Or, like
Yeah.
it creates grounded like conservatism or something that's like
Yeah. No, it's
people
so,
like they grow up really quickly, but not in a way that's like, hey, me and my girlfriend are like living, dude, like me and my like there's not like I can just I think that like a lot of people who have kids really young, like in America, like it's like they sort of sticks them in like they're childish. They grow up as in they have kids, but they don't like grow up as in dude. Like I mean, the idea of like wow, I could be a full person at like 24. That's crazy. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't want to wait till I'm like 35 to be a full human being. And like if I went to Israel and like went to the IDF for a year and then like met like a sweetheart or like it's such a weird.
That's how my
simple-
parents met. You know.
very simple style of life, I would say. Not, I don't think I'm gonna do that, but like after birth, I mean, and I also do not like I'm not like a yeah I'm not a fan of like any of the
Yes.
evil shit at all, you know. But like it does present itself as like a pretty unique mode and like fully believing it and just fully committing to that and like I don't know. It's crazy. It's like a
Yeah, I mean, I've known a lot of people that like started out like me. They lived in the U.S., but they were very Israeli in a lot of ways.
yeah.
And then they went to live in Israel, and it like worked out pretty well for them.
Did it? And how are they different now? Are they different people?
No, it seems like same people just speaking Hebrew now.
Interesting.
And
Like Jews from like New York and
yeah.
San Jose. Interesting. Were there any of their parents?
Yeah.
I wonder like I
Yeah,
definitely didn't see that much art that I was like really impressed. Hey. Oh my Dylan, it's in his face like the transfer the Bob Dylan like I'm gonna do what I have to do to get the like oh yeah the piece of the you know like the Bob Dylan the schemer is such a great character. Like Bob Dylan the schemer and then the aged schemer who knows like he did something wrong and is like looking at the camera like just untrustingly and just like it's just like that guy is so I don't know. I just people's like needs and worries were completely like made an album that just like parroted but in a beautiful way their like struggle and like became their champion and then like took on the world and like kicked Phil Oakes out of a car and shit. Just like it's like cutthroat. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's so many funny stories.